You guys ever heard that song "You're So Vain" by Carly Simon? You know, then you flew your Learjet up to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun. You're where you should be all the time, and when you're not, you're with some underworld spy or the wife of a close friend. Um, the collective vanity of the great problem solvers on the planet today aren't very different from the collective vanity of the great problem solvers of yesterday. If you look on most of the walls and the hieroglyphs of the pyramids in Egypt and in Mexico, okay, there's major significance in eclipses. Okay. This is the power of God, the hand of God. You look at it, you can go blind, things like that. And it was God, or if you didn't have faith, or you did, or you shouldn't look up and you shouldn't defy God, and things like that. So a lot of the superstition makes a lot of sense. Now, my favorite, okay, interactive of eclipses, from what I've heard culturally, okay, is a group of people called the Nene. Okay, did you see that on Dark Winds? When there was a clip and Bernie goes out and tells Jim, "You're going to be the bad Navajo being outside during the eclipse," because they knew from time that if you looked up at it, could make you go blind. So it was a very sacred time. Be say, go inside, I walk in beauty, I walk in balance, I walk in harmony, right? So you all go in the Hogan, and nobody looks up at the eclipse, so nobody can go blind, right? So it's love. And then me and Dad were talking about it, and he got a little upset with me, but I was getting upset with him because Manuelito, when he used to talk to his kids, okay, if they started shaking their heads, he would, no, wait, are you listening or are you thinking? Okay. Because if you're thinking, listening to yourself think, you're not listening to me. Okay. I'm trying to tell you something that you don't have the experience with and I do. Okay. So I need you to listen to me. Okay. And then think and then reply. Okay. Then maybe if I'm wrong, you could correct me. Or if you're wrong, which is the situation right now, I'm correcting you. Okay. That's what love's all about, right? Is listening. Right. That's why I'm the Messiah. Abraham told me that. Rumi's told me that. Lots of people told me that. You're an exquisite listener. Okay. You listen. Okay. Remember Leticia at Latch. Okay. When I said that, and the lady from HR got it, she goes, "That was the sexiest thing I've." When I sat and I listened to her, and then she talked to me, and then I replied because I listened, and she said that was the sexiest thing she'd ever experienced. Was this man sitting and listening to her, and then replying that he understood what she said. Okay. She was mad at me when my wife was screwing around because I didn't go to her for comfort. And I tried to explain, I never talked to her and explained to her. If Amy said, always, if I broke up with her, I'd be with someone that was unattractive, but really nice. Okay. Leticia was nice, but she was like stunningly attractive, right? And Amy would have hated that. And I was like, no. And I always told lots of women that, no, my ex-wife, if you get a woman that's more attractive and more people like her than your wife, your life will lose the authorities to make your life miserable. Okay. And if you have kids involved, you don't do that until we're living the Lord's Prayer. Okay. We're living the Lord's Prayer. Okay. I could be in a relationship in 6 months with Beyonce, and there's nothing my ex-wives could do about it to try to make my life miserable. Okay. They couldn't get Justice Thomas or Ginsburg or Sotomayor to come with the Constitution and say, we're going to take your land and incarcerate both of you, right? You understand? So you got to understand how scientists have been working with corporations to hijack religion for tens of thousands of years, okay? And what we need to do is we need to restore people's self-esteem by not having people compare so we can listen, okay, and stop thinking so much. Because truly listening saves us from overthinking each other. That helps any married women out there with lots of money and no idea what's whack and what's dope. Me and Keith Elam say, zang, right? Okay, guys, I love you very much.